What?
Hey guys!
Hey.
We are currently sitting in Stan, our van. We finally decided to name it, and you can tell us in the comments what you think about it.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of interest about our van conversion, so we decided to open an FAQ on Instagram, and in this video we'll answer your most frequent questions.
Yeah, let's go! So we have your questions right here, and yeah, let's go with the first one. So the first one is why traveling the world in a van?
Yeah, well, we already had this huge project of traveling the world, but we didn't know what way to use if we're going to fly by planes and rent cars every time. And then we started to see on Instagram people traveling with vans or SUVs, and we're like, wow, this is really cool. And yeah, we love to go on road trips because it gives us the freedom to see places that we wouldn't see otherwise. So for us, I think also budget-wise, it was the best combination of having our home, traveling the world, and also to be able to see everything we want. So next question is, how did you choose your van?
So this is a good one, and we literally spent months looking for the right van because it's a budget, and we're going to talk about it at the end of this video, but you don't want to just go and buy the first thing you see. And also finding what we need and what we want. For example, we wanted four-wheeled vehicles to be able to go off-road, especially because we want to do Iceland again, and you have to have a four-wheeled vehicle. We also wanted to be able to stand up. We wanted something that didn't have many options because it's easier to fix and cheaper. All this kind of stuff, and it will really depend on if you're looking to buy something just to spend the weekends on, or if you are like us and you want to be traveling the world, and in this case you really have to think about a lot of things. Okay, so we talked about how to pick a van, but actually what did we pick?
Well, first we were hesitant between like Mercedes Sprinter, VW Crafter, and the Fiat Ducato. And finally we chose the Fiat Ducato because the others were either too expensive or very difficult to find, and yeah, we just found this one and we're so happy with it. So it's a Fiat Ducato from 2002. It has 120,000 kilometers and basically no option.
No AC.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And for the dimensions, it is 185 high, 285 long, and 180 wide, basically.
Okay, so following the previous question, where did you get reliable information?
Well, a lot of blogs and YouTube videos. We'll put all the name in the description. For example, Beck and Eamon on YouTube. Greg's Way for the French-speaking people here.
Yeah.
And yeah, all this kind of stuff, and also like asking around if you know people that already converted a van, or electricians, or yeah, basically anyone that can have an insight of anything, basically, because we're really beginners and we just started from nothing.
Yeah, we have no experience, so basically we are learning everything, and if we can do it, you can do it too, for sure.
So the next question is, what are the different steps to convert a van?
First thing would be, of course, to pick your van, choose your van, identify your needs, then clean it up, like remove everything, clean everything, remove the rust, make sure that you're starting on something very, very clean. And then you have insulation, electricity, putting on the walls, and then like the water,
furnitures.
the water system, and then yeah, the furnitures, and maybe before that, just have a plan of an idea of what you want to do. But honestly, our plan is changing every day, so we have a basic idea of how we want it to look like, but it's gonna change at least 10 times before it's finished, I'm sure. So yeah, that's the main steps.
So, and still on the building part, how did you insulate the van and which materials did you use?
So insulation is really difficult because you see a lot of things on the internet and people like say everything and the contrary, so it's very hard to know what you should do. We decided to go with like a first layer of very thin cork on the walls and on the roof and on the floor actually also. Yeah. And in the holes of the van where we couldn't put the cork, we put some rock wool, and then on top of that, for the walls and the roof, we put like an insulator, and for the floor we used polystyrene, extruded polystyrene. And on top of that, of course, we put some wood that's like the base for the floor.
Okay, so now comes a question about the interior. How did we design it?
Yeah, so the first thing, as I said before, is to identify what you need. For example, for us, it was very important to have a fixed bed because I don't want to be doing the bed every day. I'm too lazy for that. So,
me neither.
like, you know, most of the vans have like a couch and then you convert it to a bed. No way. So it was important to be able to have the fixed bed. We wanted to have something to cook inside in case if the weather is too bad. So we want a kitchen space, and also we wanted to be able to work from the inside. So we have to have like some seats and a table. So that was like the big needs we had. Our van is too small to have a fixed shower, for example, but this could be something that you need inside, and in that case you will need to have a longer van, for example, or design it otherwise. And then we used the desktop app SketchUp. You can find it for free on the web, and on that you can design everything you have in mind in 3D, so you really get a sense of how it will look like, and it's super useful. Okay, so last question, I think it was the one that was the most asked, and that's the one you're waiting for if you're looking at this video. It's the budget. So how much did we pay for this van, and how much will it cost us to convert it into our home?
Well, so the van in itself cost us 5,500 Swiss francs, which is almost the same as dollars.
And it's a good price.
Yeah, it was a good price. And then for the conversion, we estimate that it will cost us maybe 8,000 francs. But it is an estimation, we don't know, like we have new expenses every day.
But this price also includes the solar panels that we have on the roof, the battery, all the electrical equipment, which is quite expensive for what we need. And of course, the walls, the floor, the fridge, all this kind of stuff. Like it's a lot of expenses adding up. And
yeah, but we'll give you the exact amount at the end of the conversion.
Yeah.
So I think this is the end of this video. We hope we've answered all your questions.
Yes, thanks for watching, and I think we'll see you soon in other videos where we are actually working on the van. The next one about the van will be about the insulation, and yeah, stay tuned for more van content. In the meantime, don't hesitate to leave us a comment, leave us some thumbs up, and of course subscribe to our channel if you like what we are doing. See you soon! Wow.
Send. Yay!
Yay.